And now, this of a great story by Jonathan Crate. Synopsis. This story is about George Bell and his death, how people just found out about it, what people did with it, connecting with him, and just connecting with people around the world, uh, to try and get to try and live in a man's shoes, see what it was like, putting the pieces together and making sure that they all understand why he did, why he was, what he did, and who he was as a person, and not just a simple random pedestrian, but as a person, and understanding him in that way. This is a three-word description about the story. George's death impact. The reason why I chose this is because it's about George's death and the impact it made to people. I wish I had more to describe it in more detail, but I think that's simply what it is, who it is, and how it does it. Background on the writer. The writer is Nina Kleinfeld, reporter for the New York Times, worked there for decades, and he worked on and before this story, and I think after this story, when he won a Pulitzer Prize. He worked on a 9/11 article written in the New York Times after that tragic event. The reason why he chose George's life is I was curious about it, and the impact that was made because of it. He wanted to try and write a story of just a nameless person, their life, and the impact that they could potentially make on the community and life as a whole. Style and impact. The style piece a bit more open-ending. This story starts about a bit of a mystery: who he was, what he did, what impact he made in the past, and ends with the reveal, with a twist that in reality he had friends, family, and all the other things, and you had to read through it all in order to get. I think that that's a unique style and can often lead to a lot of there, and could lead to the creative. The impact of the story is that it impressed a lot of people. It led to people thinking outside the box in terms of story. It trying to connect with their friends and make a difference in the world before, well, they go away from forever, die, and so that they would all be remembered in the end. And other analysis of the story. This story is a reminder of everyone to make their own special type of way. The story goes into really big detail, just going into how people may have thought about it, what people did to recapture a piece of his life, and what made him as a person so interesting. It shows that everyone has a story, and that everyone can engage. In conclusion, I found that this story to be very interesting, lead to a lot of great things and ideas, and could often be a prompt, and could often lead to many difficulties and other things like that.